Hello, this is Mihal Dennehy from Positive Cashflow. I wish to talk you through the scenarios with John, their friendly accountant of MN Keen, talk through MN Keen with the various scenarios that could happen in their business. And he mapped out on spreadsheets, which I can show you now, what the scenarios are most likely to be for MN Keen's business for 2022. So planning 2022 for the year, they're mapping out various scenarios, and the scenarios are the good, the bad, and the ugly. So basically what John is doing is mapping out at certain turnover levels that Emma and Keen's business will be confident of running cash flow positive throughout the year. So they'll be cash flow confident before the year starts, and they will be, as I say, they'll be prepared for the worst, but hope for the best. So in the good scenario, which we'll start with here on this spreadsheet, it's a turnover level of 1.5 million, which is 1.5 million, which is the good scenario that they're mapping out. And originally they are contributing to a pension of 5,000 a month, which is 60,000, which is 30,000 per each director, Emma and Keen. And the warehouse cost goes up to 3,000 a month, which is 50% up, and that results in 36,000 for the warehouse. But should this scenario arise, even with the 1.5 million turnover in May, they will go cash flow negative in May, cash flow negative in July, cash flow negative in September, and cash flow negative in November. Even though they could result in a 42 grand 401 positive at the end of the year, they won't be able to go past these months as negative because they don't have an overdraft facility, so they can't go into negative. So with that in mind, they were able, with John's advice, to cut the pensions in the month of May. So they contribute up to the month of May, and then they can cover their costs here, because instead in the previous scenario they were cash flow negative with the pension. Now in this scenario they're cash flow positive 4646 without the pension, so they've cut it in May, and they're going to contribute 20,000 pensions instead of 60,000 in the previous scenario, and they'll be cash flow positive throughout the year, and the result in an 82,401 positive cash balance in the bank should that scenario of 1.5 million turnover occur. Now, in the scenarios as well, the bad happened, or the bad was the most likely case was going to happen, where they lost an order for 250,000 for the year. So the bad, the most likely, when they lose the order of 250,000, they cover their costs for January and February, but in March they hit a pinch point here. The cash flow goes negative to minus 17,949, and that's at a turnover level of 1.25 million. So, and that's even with the pension cut here and the warehouse going down to 2,000 euro a month. So John got onto the bank, and he got onto the bank and agreed loans for particular turnover levels. So for turnover level of 1.25 million, John agreed with the bank a loan of 100,000. And in these times of COVID, with great uncertainty and variances and everything all over the place and things happening and great uncertainty, he pre-agreed a loan of 200,000 at even more reduced level of turnover, which is 1 million, which would be the ugly scenario or the worst case scenario. So I'll talk you through the scenario, which is the bad scenario, which is the most likely case scenario of a turnover of 1.25 million with a loan of 100,000. Keen and Emma's business is cash flow positive throughout the year, and it result in a cash flow balance 76,958 at the end of the year with a turnover level of 1,250. And should the ugly case and coming out of COVID impact even more on the business than normal, the ugly case, which is the worst case, the turnover level will be at 1 million. As you can see with the cost there, without anything happening, there will be negative straight away for the rest of the year from January, February, all negative, and it'd be minus 109,867. But they can't continue at that level. So John had pre-agreed with the bank a 200,000 loan at a turnover level of 1 million. That results in cash flow positive throughout the year, and they'd have a cash flow positive balance at the end of the year of 44,317. So in these scenarios, the good, the bad, and the ugly, John has prepared MN Keen for whatever the year brings for their business, so they're cash flow confident before the year even starts. So yeah, this is what can happen when you enlist either John and a friendly accountant like John or myself services. I will get you cash flow confident for the year ahead, which will reduce uncertainty and help you able to sleep at night and sleep soundly at night, and that's what we want. So yes, we'll talk to you again soon, and thank you for watching, and stay positive. Thank you.